Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Before we begin, I'd like to request that you please turn your mobile phones to silent. To ensure a smooth flow, we request that you stay seated during the ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please hold on to the red and blue bands that you have been given, as they'll help guide you to the dinner venue at the end of the ceremony. In case of an emergency, exits are located on the sides and at the back of the venue. Please ask the ushers close to you for assistance, and they'll be more than happy to help.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tabshir Askari, and I am a Dean's Fellow, Electrical and Computer Engineering, Dhanani School of Science and Engineering. And my co-host for this evening is Manahil Huda, Assistant Director, Design Thinking, Institute of Design Thinking, Entrepreneurship and Leadership, and Lecturer, Communication and Design in the School of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. Welcome to Habib University Convocation 2026. Habib University, the first of its kind liberal arts and sciences university in Pakistan, is committed to academic freedom and the open exchange of ideas. This university provides a world-class undergraduate education to students from diverse backgrounds by drawing on the expertise of accomplished scholars, an interdisciplinary curriculum designed to cultivate reflective, lifelong learners delivered at a state-of-the-art campus.
It is within this intellectual and institutional framework that the class of 2026, our 9th graduating cohort, has come of age. They are a compelling example of what it means to adjust with purpose in an age of polycrisis. Arriving on campus in the immediate aftermath of the COVID pandemic, they encountered a world marked by overlapping social, economic, and environmental challenges. In response, they learned to navigate uncertainty, rebuild community, and reimagine what a university experience could be. Through that process, they demonstrated resilience, discipline, and an adaptability shaped by constant change. This evening marks the culmination of that 4-year journey. They sit here today not only as graduates, but as individuals forged in a time of convergence, prepared, thoughtful, and ready to engage with the complex challenges besetting Pakistan and the world today. Ladies and gentlemen, the academic procession is now entering the convocation arena. The academic procession is led by the registrar and formed in the following order: graduating students, faculty members, faculty has entered, and the faculty is followed by Assistant Deans, Associate Dean Undergraduate Education Shah Jamal Alam, Vice President Academic Affairs Dr. Shahir Sheikh. Now we have entering the arena Assistant Deans, Associate Dean Undergraduate Education Dr. Shah Jamal Alam, Vice President Academic Affairs Dr. Shahir Sheikh. Board members Mr. Muhammad Ali R. Habib, Mr. Shehbaz Yasin Malik, Mr. Tariq Rafi, Ms. Nargis Surti, Mr. Muhammad Ali Tappa, Ms. Zehra Hassan, Mr. Asif Peer, Mr. Yusuf Hussain, Mr. Muhammad Bashir, Chairman Board of Governors, Habib University, Governor of State Bank, Mr. Jameel Ahmed, Mr. Muhammad H. Habib, Chancellor, Habib University, Commencement Speaker, Mudassir Sheikha, and Founding President of Habib University, Mr. Wasif Rizvi. To begin the proceedings, I would like to request Mohammad Sohaib Naeem, a computer science student major from the class of 2029, for the recitation from the Holy Quran and translation in English and Urdu.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ووصينا الإنسان بوالديه إحسانا حملته أمه كرها ووضعته كرها وحمله وفصاله 30 شهرا حتى إذا بلغ أشده وبلغ 40 سنة قال رب أوزعني أن أشكر نعمتك التي أنعمت علي وعلى والدي وأن أعمل صالحا ترضاه وأصلح لي في ذريتي إني تبت إليك وإني من المسلمين أولئك الذين نتقبل عنهم أحسن ما عملوا ونتجاوز عن سيئاتهم في أصحاب الجنة وعد الصدق الذي كانوا يوعدون صدق الله العظيم. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. We have enjoined man to be kind to his parents. In pain did his mother bear him, and in pain did she give birth to him. The carrying of the child to his weaning is a period of 30 months. And when he is grown to full maturity and reaches the age of 40, he prays, My Lord, dispose me that I may give thanks for the bounty that you have bestowed upon me and my parents. And dispose me that I may do righteous deeds that would please you, and also make my descendants righteous. I repent to you, and I am one of those who surrender themselves to you. Such are those from whom we accept their best deeds, and whose evil deeds are overlooked. They will be among the people of paradise in consonance with the true promise made to them. शुरू अल्लाह के नाम से जो बड़ा मेहरबान निहायत रहम करने वाला है। और हमने इंसान को हुक्म फरमाया अपने वालिदैन के साथ नेक सलूक करने का। इसकी माँ ने इसे तकलीफ़ से पेट में उठाए रखा और इसे तकलीफ़ से जना, और इसके हमल में रहने और दूध छोड़ने की मुद्दत 30 महीने है। यहाँ तक कि जब वो अपनी जवानी को पहुँच गया और फिर 40 साल की उम्र को पहुँचा तो कहने लगा, ऐ मेरे रब, मुझे तौफीक दीजिए कि आपकी नेमत का शुक्र अदा कर सकूं जो आपने मुझ पर और मेरे वालिदैन पर फरमाई है, और ये कि मैं ऐसे नेक अमल करूं जिनसे आप राज़ी हो जाएं और मेरे लिए मेरी औलाद को नेक बना दें। बेशक मैं आपके हुजूर तौबा करता हूं और बेशक मैं फरमा बरदारों में से हूं। यही वो लोग हैं जिनके नेक आमाल हम कबूल करते हैं और इनकी बुराइयों से दरगुजर करते हैं। यही जन्नत वाले हैं। ये अल्लाह का सच्चा वादा है जो इनसे किया जाता था। वमा अलैना इल्लल बलाग।
Jazakallah. We now present our national anthem performed by the Habib University Orchestra. This special rendition brings together current students and alumni, many of whom have gone on to make their mark in diverse fields beyond the university. The orchestra performs under the guidance of the Ustads of the Khwaja Mashook-ullah Music Room and reflects Habib University's enduring commitment to the arts as an integral part of education. This rendition of the national anthem is a collaboration between the Center for South Asian Music at Habib University and acclaimed musician, composer, and producer Nizar Lalani, whose work has earned recognition both in Pakistan and internationally for its innovative engagement with South Asian musical traditions. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem.
Before we begin the convocation proceedings, we take a few moments to commemorate the legacy of our founding chancellor, the late Rafiq M. Habib. A man of immense dignity, resolve, foresight, and profound gentleness. He dared to dream of a world-class university in Karachi and, with quiet strength, guided the formation of the university and shaped its purpose and spirit. This short video pays tribute to his enduring vision.
Rafiq M. Habib was one of Pakistan's most respected and influential business leaders. He believed in the enduring power of truth.
Always live your life with the truth. There's never the right time to tell a lie, and there is never a wrong time to tell the truth. Live your life by these values, and time will guarantee your success in life.
Rafiq Sahab believed that success must be accompanied by service. Under his leadership, the Habib family made a historic gift of over $40 million to establish Habib University, the largest private philanthropic contribution to establish an institution of higher learning in Pakistan's history. As founding chancellor of the university, he was deeply involved in shaping its mission to offer globally relevant, intellectually rigorous, and values-based education to Pakistan's brightest students. He believed in the responsibility to give back, that one's true significance lies in serving others.
Continue to serve, giving back to community, society, and country. And you will find in time you have become significant.
Rafiq M. Habib leaves behind more than successful enterprises. He leaves behind institutions that reflect his values and a legacy defined not by prominence, but by principle.
Truly inspiring. It is now my honor to introduce our new Chancellor, Mr. Mohammad H. Habib. He succeeds our founding Chancellor, the late Rafiq M. Habib, who, during his lifetime, personally recommended him as his successor, recognizing his deep and enduring commitment to higher education. A distinguished leader in international banking and the stewardship of globally established family-owned financial institutions, he brings extensive experience in guiding growth and transformation. Mr. Habib also serves on the boards of leading organizations in the banking, insurance, and industrial sectors. In addition, he has played significant governance and leadership roles within educational institutions in Pakistan and internationally, reflecting his long-standing commitment to advancing education and strengthening institutions. His work reflects a sustained belief in the power of education to shape individuals and strengthen society, and stands as a testament to a shared legacy of academic excellence that continues to guide Habib University. Please join me in welcoming the Chancellor of Habib University, Mohammad H. Habib. May I request the Chancellor to please declare the convocation formally open.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It gives me immense pleasure to declare the 2026 Habib University convocation open.
Thank you, Chancellor. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Syed Shahir Abbas Rizvi, an electrical engineering major, for the valedictorian speech.
Honorable Governor Sindh, Governor State Bank of Pakistan, Chancellor Habib University, Chairman Board of Governors Habib University, members of the board, commencement speaker, President Rizvi, faculty, distinguished guests, and my fellow graduates. Assalamu alaikum and adab. Class of 2026, I have a question for you. When did you stop being a freshie? I don't know either. But what I do know is how it started. It was at the first 8:30 auditorium lecture of Rhetoric and Communication, where Sir Zain Saeed dryly asked us, what are we doing here so early in the morning to start our degrees? And now, 8 semesters later, we've earned a right to be here at our convocation. So before I continue, I would like everyone to please join me in a round of applause for ourselves and for everyone who helped us get here. We made it, guys. And what 8 semesters it has been. We didn't expect to cram in the library so often before an exam, even for courses like PAMSA. We didn't expect some courses to follow us home in our nightmares. We knew we'd hate them, just not this much. We didn't expect to give so many final presentations on just 4 hours of sleep and an unhealthy dose of chai, and pull some of them off. And speaking of caffeine, we didn't expect to celebrate Singh Cafe opening up here until we saw the prices. And still went through with it क्योंकि आज का दिन भी मुश्किल था. We shivered in the torrential rain of 19th August 2025, going home as late as midnight personally. And it was only the second day of the semester. We didn't expect to be changed by any of it. And yet, we watched AI enter the classrooms and reframe what it even means to learn. We sat in Dr. Azra Raza's Yosin lecture because we needed those bonus points for a course and left genuinely moved. And somewhere along the way, we stopped being freshies and became graduates instead. During that transition, I realized something. If there is just one way Habib is different, it's that we really are a community. We write our own stories. How many times have the goalposts changed since we first got here? Whether it's taking up a philosophy minor, or deciding that perhaps your heart was always in AHSS, even if you're in DSSE, or the other way around. In our pursuits, we haven't forgotten each other. We've spent hours and hours talking about anything and everything without even realizing it. We stopped competing for grades and started helping each other out without keeping score. For that class of 2026, I'm thankful to have been a part of it. And to my dear EC batchmates, I'm thankful for all the memories we made in the projects lab, whether it's moaning about assignments or instructors. And particularly, long live Shakil and company. And along the way, we've had the faculty at every step. I mean it when I say this. You are truly more than just teachers clocking in and out. You're mentors, even if you don't always realize it. We've discussed matters that aren't even about the courses that we're taking. And every time we leave, every time I've left, I've learned something new. And to the staff who keep the place running, from the administration to the research assistants, to the TCT staff, you are the faces we pass every day that made Habib feel like home. And for that, all of us, on behalf of all of us, we are eternally grateful. So here we are, with 4 years behind us and the rest ahead. But as we graduate, we face a world on fire. And while the liberal core transformed the way we perceive these catastrophes of capitalism, we've also seen that difficult conversations, they don't always end neatly in a classroom. So in the end, why would any of this even matter? Why would all the arguments, the debates, the hours spent writing essays, why would they make a difference in a world that seems to ignore these pleas? What can a classroom do in a world whose makings are written in blood that continue to spill, as we see in Gaza, Iran, and beyond? To that I say, the discussion is exactly the point. Resistance begins with refusing to look away. It starts with reading history with care so that we may not repeat it. And together, we can do far more than that. Because the conversations that we started here, they don't end here. They carry with us wherever we go, wherever we reach in the world. So, as you and I embark on uncertain but hopeful futures, keep asking questions that nobody wants to answer. Keep helping without keeping score. Keep remembering each other, even when it's hard to. Keep showing up, even when it's the morning of a final exam and a war has just begun last year. Because wherever we go, we carry this place, these people, and these questions with us. So step by step, we will make a difference. From Shahir, now an electrical engineer, 2026, thank you.
Thank you, Shahir. I now request Mr. Wasif Rizvi, founding president of Habib University, to share his thoughts with us.
Adab, assalamu alaikum. So, it is possible that the space-time continuum may record a disturbance because it's never wise for a Rizvi to follow another Rizvi, right? Before I move ahead, I want to take a moment and offer Fatiha, or whoever wants to offer a moment of silence for our founding Chancellor, Rafiq Saab. Class of 2026, आप लोगों ने शायद देखा होगा रफ़ीक साहब को walking around campus with his customary grace, and he was particularly fond of meeting students and having a conversation. Those of you who had that chance are truly fortunate. Because we already shared an introduction for RMH, I would just say one thing, perhaps the singular most powerful reason that all of us are here was him. So we pay tribute to him. Muhammad Habib, as we heard, was appointed as Chancellor-in-Waiting by Rafiq Saab himself. Really, among the Habib family, has taken keen interest in higher education. He served on the board of one of the most famous colleges in northeastern United States, Babson College, for many years, and has been a stalwart of our support, and has been serving on our board of governors. And at the passing of our chancellor, it was also indicative of Rafiq Saab's wisdom that he had created such a smooth succession. But we welcome Muhammad as our second chancellor. Let me acknowledge the presence of our special guest, Governor of State Bank, Mr. Jameel Ahmed Saab, who's taken time in his busy schedule, actually had a tragedy in his own family not too long ago, but had the grace to really fulfill his promise to make an appearance. We truly thank you, sir. Our commencement speaker here, Mudassir Sheikha Saab. So I think he'll be in detail introduced by the MCs. I just want to say one thing. So Mudassir is basically Pakistan's Wasim Akram to a whole battery of Indian Virat Kohlis in the realm of tech. So we hear about, I don't know, Sundar Pichai and Satya and so on. So Mudassir has kept the Pakistan flag and Pakistan's presence aloft in the realm of brilliant technological entrepreneur. Those of you who perhaps not know, Mudassir is a co-founder of the famous, now various service delivery company, Careem. And we are very, very honored for him to be our commencement speaker. But such was the stature of Rafiq Saab that he had 3 positions that he held. So now we are honored to have 3 people here representing those 3 positions. The next is Mohammad Bashir Saab, who has assumed the role of chairman of our board of governors. Bashir Saab is one of the closest associates with the Habib family for many generations, and it was not difficult for the whole board and the family to nominate him as the chairman of our board of governors. He's a founding member of the university and the foundation, and we are honored to have him. So the third of the 3 is somebody had to chair the Habib University Foundation, and we were fortunate to have Muhammad Ali Rafiq Habib Saab, who is now the chair of Habib University Foundation. He is the founding member of our board of governors from the very start, and personally for me, the most reassuring and most comforting voice in difficult board meetings when he would take me aside, although I didn't smoke at that, never did, he at that time did. So he would take a drag and say, "Sab theek ho jayega." So we have quickly, alphabetically, we are honored to have Mr. Asif Peer. He's an inspiring corporate leader. His advocacy for Habib University within Pakistan has added immense value. Nargis Surti Sahiba, one of the earliest and leading supporters of Habib University. Many of you know, are familiar with this name. She was amongst the first ones, actually 2-3 years before university started, to commit a legacy and a number of scholarships for the university. So Nargis is here. Shahbaz, abhi aapse kuch karayenge kaam. We will hear the name Hilton Pharma many times. Hilton Pharma is the name of the company, but Mr. Hilton Pharma is Shahbaz Yasin Malik. He's here. He's the stalwart of our largest scholarship program. We are honored to have you, sir. Tariq Rafi Bhai, who's the earliest and leading supporter of Habib University. All of you know who Tariq Rafi is because all of you have had classes in a thing called Tariq Rafi Auditorium. So yeah, so you know that's that Tariq Rafi, and now leads our resource development committee. And then it's Yusuf Hussain, who very recently joined our board of Habib University Foundation. He's the chairman he's the president of the Faisal Bank. Also, more importantly, a Habib parent. So we're happy to have you, Yusuf. And finally, Zahra Hassan, inspiring young member of our board of directors, also graduated from a landmark liberal arts institution herself, the Williams College. Thank you, Zahra, for being here. एक दो आपसे उठक बैठक कराऊंगा अभी मैं, लेकिन इससे पहले let me quickly go through the acknowledgements. So first, let's acknowledge the person who makes it all possible, sits in a relative background, our vice president for finance and operations and the convocation thing, Shanur Sultan. Shanur has been chairing our convocation committee since the very beginning, so this is his 9th iteration of it then. I want to share something and celebrate a number of team members with it. So Habib University achieved a phenomenal milestone since last convocation till now, and that is the accreditation from New England Commission of Higher Education, otherwise known as NECI. We are among the youngest institutions to fast-track the journey and to become a candidate of this accreditation. We are now in the same accreditation commission where Harvard, MIT, Yale, and many other similar ones reside. So this achievement reflects years of dedication. I would particularly like to recognize Ms. Yasmin Bano, Vice President, Strategic Advancement and Institutional Development, Ms. Anam Sofi, Assistant Director for Strategic Advancement, Main Coordinator with NECI, Shanur Sultan, who had the sort of perhaps the most difficult member of the commission, wanting to look at all the finances, Shahid Sheikh, who are our Interim Vice President for Academic Affairs, suddenly the most famous person on campus since a couple of days ago. Former Vice President of Academic Affairs, जिनके टेन्योर में डॉक्टर आमिर हसन, ये इसका आगाज़ हुआ था नेची की एक्रेडिटेशन का. Associate Dean for Undergraduate Education, Shah Jamal Alam, and Head of Student Affairs, Tathir Hamdani. It is their leadership and commitment that really got us this very, very difficult and somewhat unexpected accolade. So thank you, all of you. एक हमारी tradition है since the very first convocation. You remember your orientation, you had to stand up for, many of them are here, for your parents. Now today, this is for our esteemed faculty. I would like the class of 2026 to stand and applaud and acknowledge your rahbar, your asatza. We are so truly proud of faculty, graduates, that be it known, no one has championed your cause in every aspect of your university than your faculty members. They have challenged you, they have supported you, and they are the reason we call it Shaping Futures, because they are the ones who are shaping your journey. Today we are celebrating, now it's a bit about you, 276 students across 6 academic programs. About 85-86% of this batch has received scholarships and financial aid. The cohort comprises of an equal percentage of men and women. As we recognize each program, we will also acknowledge the generosity of the donors who have supported you through your 4 years, even ups and downs in your CGPAs, and to make this journey possible. Sabse pehle, 131 students are graduating from computer science program. By far our largest program. I blame Mudassir for this, but nevertheless, this is a very, very popular program. Scholarship and financial aid for this program was provided by, of course, Hilton Pharma, Megani family, Tawfiq Chenoyan family, Sohail Tabba, EBM, Zilaf Munir, Qasim family, Ali Mahmood, Barkh Corporation, Ismat and Mustafa Qassam, Nargis and Shahid Surti, Dinsha Charitable Trust, Vienna and Zakir Ibrahim, the Hashu Family Foundation, and Al Baraka Bank. So many came together to help you. Thank you. 29 students graduating from the computer engineering program. Scholarships and financial aid support was provided by Al Baraka Bank, Barkh Corporation, Hilton Pharma, Ismat and Mustafa Qassam, Tawfiq Chenoy and family. 11 students graduating from electrical engineering. And still they had a commencement speaker. scholarships and financial aid program was provided to them by Ismat and Mustafa Qassam, Hilton Pharma, and EBM. 48 students are graduating from communication and design program. Scholarships and financial aid for these students provided by Abdullah Foundation, Al Baraka Bank, Hilton Pharma, Ismat and Mustafa Qassam, Nargis and Shahid Surti. जो नबा ने कहा था 9 बच्चे CH में भी थे 9 students are graduating from comparative program. Scholarship and financial aid and support for this student are provided by Hilton Pharma. And 48 students are graduating from social development and policy. Support provided to them by Hilton Pharma, Ismat and Mustafa Qassam, Nargis and Shahid Surti, and Tawfiq Chinoy and family. May I ask all of you to stand up and thank many of the supporters and donors who are here in this hall. Thank you, and thank you faculty for acknowledging the supporters and Mohsineen. I would also like to, while I acknowledge the program, 2 key faculty groups. The faculty who teaches Habib Liberal Core, we want to acknowledge them. All the secret sauce in these programs comes from the core and integrated science and mathematics program. So thank you. While you don't have a major, but these majors won't be the same without your effort. I also want to acknowledge many teams across the university who have helped you, contributed to your experiences in these 4 years. Sabse pehle, one of the key reasons why you picked Habib University, Office of Student Recruitment and Admissions, Office of Student Finance, Office of Academic Performance, Office of Academic Systems and Registrar. You know, they were so lenient with your attendance and all. The University Library, Office of Student Life, Office of Health and Wellness, Office of Industry Relations and Career Services, Office of Undergraduate Education, Institute for Design, Entrepreneurship and Leadership, academic centers, especially the Center for South Asia Music. Kuch teams which work somewhat behind the scene, but university wouldn't work without them. Office of Research, Office of Admission, Administration and Facilities, Office of Marketing and Communication, Office of Academic Operations, Office of Strategic Advancement and Institutional Development, Office of People and Culture, Information Technology Department, Finance Department, Security and External Affairs, and Office of Alumni Affairs. Last but not the least, apart from departments working directly for your students, I want to acknowledge the tireless efforts of Office of University Advancement. It is all the scholarships that I announced and so on, they raise it, they coordinate it, and I'm going to share some of the fruitions of their effort in terms of raising endowment. So this year, I'm very happy to acknowledge and celebrate the Crescent Steel Endowed Scholarship for TCF College students, Samar Sultan Endowed Faculty Chair in History, Heritage and Archives, Zainab Wadood Endowed Faculty Chair in Inclusive Systems and Policy Design, Jaffer Family Foundation Institute of Design Thinking, Entrepreneurship and Leadership, Meghani Center for Leadership and Innovation. Please join me thanking all of these colleagues for their dedication and service to the university. I want to especially acknowledge a slightly older endowment, but folks who have traveled the farthest to be part of this occasion, Zain and Farzana Jiwanji, they are here, and they are benefactor of Imam Ali Chair in Wisdom and Humanities, one of the earliest academic endowments received by Habib University. Thank you, Zain Bhai. Thank you, Farzana. Shaji. So now some words, especially for you, class of 2026. I usually borrow some from some masters like Hafiz or Ghalib at the start of my comments, but the riot that Shahid Sheikh caused when he slayed all of you in the mastery of your own brain rot, I thought I'll rename the title of my speech. So the title of this speech to you is From Delulu to Salulu. I wish I'd never had heard or said these words, but nevertheless. You leave this hall today and walk straight in the world that is coming apart. The rivers are dying, the air is thick with that what we have burned, the forests fall, the species vanish. This is the inheritance we hand you. You're welcome. You did not break it, but it is now yours to carry. And here's the cruelty folded inside that inheritance. At the very moment the world most needs your attention, you have been engineered not to give it. As we discussed at the time of your orientation, of all the polycrises plaguing us, the deepest is the crisis of cognition, where attention is imprisoned and framed as inflated self, until it must constantly be seen, and a self that must be seen is a self is a self that forever wants. This wanting is the most profitable substance ever discovered, and an entire order now exists to keep it. It steals us, each of us, inside our skull-sized kingdom, alone at its center, and calls this cage freedom. Since a mind held hostage to its own craving cannot see past itself, the swollen, wanting self is precisely what the owners of this world require you to do, so that you stay busy feeding it while they devour whatever little is remained. Against all of this, our tradition sets down a single word: al-tawazu. It is translated as humility, and this translation has nearly killed it, because the world now hears humility as a soft voice and a modest manner. Tawazu is something entirely else. Its roots mean to set a thing down in its rightful place, to restore proportion. It is a discipline of locating the self truthfully, not at the center of creation, but within it, but as but one of its infinite trustees. It is one force that breaks open the skull-sized kingdom and lets the world flood back in. 12 centuries ago, Imam Musa Kazim alayhi salam gave us the potentiality of tawazu. Inna raza yumbatu fi sahlu, wala yumbatu fi safa. فَكَذَلِكَ الْحِكْمَةَ تَأَمُّرُ فِي الْقَلْبِ الْمُتَوَازِئِ وَلَا تَأَمُّرُ فِي الْقَلْبِ الْمُتَكَبِّرِ الْجَبَّارِ لَا أَنَّ اللَّهَ جَعَلَ تَوَازُ آلَةُ الْعَقْلِ. The seed grows in soft soil and never upon stone. So too does wisdom take root in a humble heart and never in the heart of the arrogant tyrant. For Allah has made tawazu the instrument of intellect. Allah has made tawazu the instrument of intellect. Allah ja'ala tawaza alatul aql. Not its ornament, its instrument. It's so radical. Humility is not manners added on top of a clever mind. It is the faculty without which you cannot truly know anything at all. Wisdom grows in soft soil. On stone, nothing takes root. But unfortunately, there is a ceaseless crushing boulder that is annihilating the world for the 5 centuries, wisdomless stone. It puts the libraries and cosmologies of Concord to ruins until a single scheme is left standing and could crown itself as universal, the enlightened, the objective, the only real. This class of 2026 is what the word satanic truly means. Not horns or fire, but demonic genius of dressing horror as virtue. Every now and then, over these centuries, the mask slips, and atrocity shows through, the world recoils, and then, like a serpent, it is the machine grows a fresh skin of justification and crawls right on. Development, progress, security, etc. But something seems to be changing. 2.5 years ago, the mask did not merely slip, it is being incinerated. In the rubble of Gaza, beneath which remains of some 200,000 human beings now lie. This time, mostly owing to young people like you, we are seeing the face beneath the face, and the machine is struggling in plain view to grow its skin back. The three values it exists to conceal have become too apparent for its comfort. A sadistic hunger for winning, a racism it no longer troubles to deny, and a genocidal violence that is seen in broad daylight. These are famous private vices we were assured would once set free deliver a public good. We are seeing the latest installment of this public good. 200,000 people killed, and the planet is on fire. Individual thinkers, speakers in the West are not blind to this. 21 years ago, at Kenyon College, David Foster Wallace begged a graduating class to escape what he called the default setting, the skull-sized kingdom, the self forever at the center, and simply to pay attention. Just 8 days ago, at Harvard, Conan O'Brien told that university graduates will live in the age of extreme narcissism, and that the only cure is humility, even urging them to let Harvard itself become the least important thing about them. Desperate pleas, pay attention, be humble, step down from the center of the world. Unfortunately, at Kenyon and definitely at Harvard, humility is a giant anomaly. Their education builds the kingdom of narcissism, and the commencement speaker at the very end begs them to leave it. Here at Habib, however, we begin from the opposite place. For us, attention and humility are not parting messages to your education. They indeed are our purpose. Tawazu and Yohsen are carved into the gate before you ever walk through it. For this university is itself an act of repair, and you are the proof. At Habib, knowledge neither is a prize or a commodity sold to whoever can pay. It's a trust open to whoever can learn, which is why every one of you have been carried by the generosity of others. That is Tawazu as an institution. Tawazu soften the soil, Yohsen to do good with it, to cultivate the beautiful, to leave everything more whole than what you found. But we only had 4 years. What's cultivated is brief and vulnerable. The afreet of wanting I named at the start, the engine of that captured cognition, has a name. It is envy. This entire order runs on it. Your display becomes another's envy. That envy drives them to display in turn, which breeds envy in someone else and further on. Imam Askari alayhi salam set down a single sentence. Al-tawazu ne'mata la yuhsada alayya. Tawazu is a blessing that no one can envy you for. Consider how total this release is. Tawazu transcends envy. It is a goodness that no longer needs to be seen. The eye of envy slides straight past it, because there is nothing in it for envy to commodify. It is the single thing you can own that lies outside of the economy of envy altogether. Class of 2026, that is what these 4 years were for. Habib hasn't taught you to win inside this toxic order. We taught you so you could pass through it with your grace intact, your beauty intact, your soul as your own, carrying Tawazu as a thing that keeps you whole, and Yohsen as the thing that keeps you beautiful. Let the measure of your life be not what you will gather, but what you will repair. And the repair has no end, because the violence has no end. So carry it with grace and carry it all your life. May your intellect stay sharp, your heart stay soft. May Tawazu be your one belonging that this world can never envy you for. And may wisdom, the real thing, which takes root only in soft ground, always find fertile soil in you. We pray you protect this Sululu among the insane abundance of Delulu that you are about to inhabit. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you, President Rizvi. May I request the Interim Vice President, Academic Affairs, Dr. Shahid Sheikh, to introduce the commencement speaker.
Honorable Governor State Bank of Pakistan, Jamil Ahmad Sahib, Chancellor Muhammad H. Habib Sahib, members of the boards of governors and directors, President Wasif Rizvi, faculty and staff of Habib University, guests, proud parents, and of course the stars of tonight, our graduating students from the class of 2026. Assalamu alaikum and adab. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, a successful entrepreneur and one of the leading voices in global technology. Born and raised in Karachi, he has built a distinguished career spanning Silicon Valley startups, venture finance, and management consulting. In 2012, he co-founded Careem, transforming it into a pioneering regional platform that reshaped mobility, created economic opportunity, and became one of the Middle East's most celebrated technology success stories. His contributions to entrepreneurship and innovation have earned international recognition, including inclusion in the prestigious Bloomberg 50 listing and the conferment of Tamgha Imtiaz by the government of Pakistan. Yet, beyond his remarkable professional accomplishments, Mr. Mudassir Sheikha has remained deeply committed to expanding opportunity for young people in Pakistan. He believes that the country's future will be shaped not only by innovation and enterprise, but by access to transformative education. It is this shared belief that forged a meaningful connection between Mr. Sheikha and Habib University. During his visit to our campus, he encountered a community whose mission resonated strongly with his own vision of advancing higher education in Pakistan, one that seeks to nurture talent, expand access, and empower future leaders. Inspired by this mission, he established the Sheikha Endowed Scholarships at Habib University, creating opportunities for deserving students to pursue an education that might otherwise have remained beyond their reach. Mr. Sheikha and Habib University are also connected through Stanford University, his alma mater and one of Habib University's values academic partners, a reflection of a shared commitment to academic excellence, innovation, and global engagement. Today, we are honored not only to welcome an accomplished entrepreneur and a visionary leader, but also a valued friend of Habib University, whose generosity and belief in the power of education continue to shape lives and futures. Please join me in extending a warm Habib University welcome to our commencement speaker, Mr. Mudassir Sheikha.
As we're getting a bit older, I need to put on my glasses. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, Your Excellencies, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and most importantly, the class of 2026. आप सबको बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो। Before I speak to the graduates, I first want to speak to the parents in the room. I guess the ones that are on the right side of this room. We all know what it takes to bring a child to the seat. Years of pick and drop, endless worries, financial sacrifices. For the last 2 decades, your primary job has been to protect these young men and women from the frictions of the real world. You've navigated a challenging environment to give them the ultimate gift of a high-quality education. Please, graduates, stand up and give your parents a big round of applause. Now, class of 2026, let's talk about what you will do with this gift. I know what the culturally approved plan is. The expectation is that you will take this incredible degree, get a safe job at a large company, ideally a multinational, earn a great salary and benefits, and protect yourself from the chaos of this country. Am I right? That's at least what my parents are expecting of me. I understand where this well-intentioned expectation comes from. When you live in a challenging environment, your natural instinct is to survive in the most comfortable way possible. A safe corporate job feels like a natural prize under these circumstances. But I'm here today to tell you that taking the safe path is deeply irresponsible for people with your education. I can see some of the parents in the room getting a bit uncomfortable. किसको बुला लिया है, क्या उल्टे सीधे मशवरे देगा हमारे बच्चों को? But really, let's be honest about where you are today. You worked incredibly hard to get here. But there has been a big element of luck in your success. I will argue that you are here today mostly because of where you were born and the family that you were born into. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you this opportunity that hundreds of millions of others in our society did not get. You have a deep responsibility towards those people. Your life's work cannot just be to survive comfortably. It has to be the long game to realize your full potential and to solve problems around you. I would like to share 3 pieces of advice for you, and I've tried to make them as concrete as possible on how you can play this long game. First, master the trade. Go and work in the most high-performing, demanding corporate environment you can find. The more hours per day they make you work, the better. You're not there to be comfortable, you're there to learn, to absorb, to master the trade. Parents, I come back to you. Do not tell these bright young and women to be comfortable. Do not tell them to get a 9-to-5 job. Do not worry about their comfort. Instead, worry about their learning. If you see them comfortable, push them to work harder. This is their time to be super hungry and learn as much as possible. In my first job, which was in San Francisco in the year 2020, what they now call the dot-com crash, Zain will agree, I would literally sleep in the office most days of the week. Along with a few other people, we would work until midnight, crash in sleeping bags at the office, wake up before dawn, and start all over again. After a couple of years, when things became less intense, I started a master's degree in parallel, which got me back to sleeping 4 hours a day. My mom kept on telling me, "Beta, kyun kar rahe ho? Kya kar rahe ho? Don't do this for yourself." But in hindsight, that was the right thing to do. At this stage in your life, work as hard as possible to master the trade, while keeping your eyes on the exit. Which brings me to the second piece of advice. Step out to build something yourself. Every problem is an opportunity. The bigger the problem, the bigger the opportunity. Just look outside these doors. We have massive structural problems in our society. Someone has to solve them. Someone has to realize these opportunities. If not you, who will? The late Steve Jobs once said something very powerful. He said, everything that you see around you was made by people that were no smarter than you. This sentence changes your life the moment you internalize it. If they can do it, why can you not? The difference between people who do big things and who don't is initiative. It is risk-taking. Don't wait for someone else to fix the problems that you're facing. Step out and build the solutions yourself. And when you do, the formula is very simple. Start small and aim high. When we launched Careem back in 2012, we did not start with a grand vision to change the region. We actually started very, very small. We were consultants in Dubai struggling with ground transportation in the Middle East. When we would travel, it was hard to get clean cars at first. After we got clean cars, we were not able to find captains that spoke our language. I spoke Urdu and English, captains spoke Arabic. It was a big problem every single time. And then every time we would travel, we'd have to collect all these paper receipts so that we can expense them to our company. It was a complete nightmare of an experience. So the first version of Careem was a simple corporate car service. There was no app, there was no on-demand magic. It was a purely web-based scheduled service designed to solve the exact problem that we have faced as consultants in the Middle East. But once you build something that starts working, you must not settle. You should aim high, very, very high. It is very easy to slow down once you have made yourself comfortable, secured your family's future, and gained some status. I know it's important to some, despite what you said, Vasif. But you, my friends, do not have the luxury to slow down. When you drive home today, look at the sheer scale of suffering and wasted potential on the streets of Karachi. It is our collective responsibility to keep building so that we can uplift the lives of people who did not get the same blessings at birth as we did. Fortunately, when you aim high, especially with the right intentions, nature starts supporting you in magical ways. We learned this time and time again at Careem. When we gave ourselves the liberty to dream and aim high, things started happening. We did not dismiss the crazy ideas that came our way. We attracted other amazing people to join our journey. And somehow or the other, we ended up finding ways to achieve things that looked impossible. Careem went from a small corporate car service to a consumer transport service, to a delivery platform, to a payments business, and now an everything app. And now, my third and last piece of advice. Do not give up. This is the hardest part. Building something yourself, especially from scratch, that you have done and a few others have done, is not easy. I can guarantee you that it is harder than you think. You'll be very tempted, time and time again, to give up. But as the founder of NVIDIA, who's become, of course, very popular recently, said recently to a class at Stanford, to succeed in life, you need character. For character, you need resilience. And I don't know how to teach you resilience than to wish you a healthy dose of suffering. Growing up in Karachi, you all have a massive unfair advantage on this one, right? You excel in one of the most important things that an entrepreneur needs to succeed, which is resilience. For the last 2 decades, you have been pushing forward in the face of adversity every single day. You've been trained on resilience your entire life. Because building something from scratch is not a T20 match, a cricket match. Don't expect quick boundaries, the viral launch, and the overnight fame. Building anywhere, especially in Pakistan, is a long 5-day test match. Brilliance is common. The capacity to take body blows and stay at the crease is what is rare. Sometimes, even when you play a great innings, you still have to walk back to the pavilion. As many of you know, Kareem had to sadly suspend its services in Pakistan last year. I cannot tell you how painful that was. To build something in your own backyard, to put blood, sweat, and tears in it, and to walk back was brutal. Did we fail? In many ways, yes. But I share this with you because I want you to understand what this test match looks like. The match is not a fairy tale. It'll break your heart from time to time. And resilience is not about never losing. Sometimes it's having the grace to pass the baton to the next builder when your innings is over. But more often than not, if you stay at the crease long enough, a bright path emerges if you're paying attention. Class of 2026, the society will nudge you to go down the safe path. But this path is not for you. Comfortable survival is not for the brightest minds in our country. We need your endurance. Go out and master the trade, and once you have mastered the trade, step out to build something yourself, and when you do, start small and aim high, and whatever you do, do not give up. Congratulations once again, Pakistan Zindabad.
Thank you, Mr. Sheikha. May I please request the Chancellor to present a memento to the commencement speaker for sharing his valuable insights with us this evening. Thank you, Chancellor. Thank you, Mr. Sheikha. Ladies and gentlemen, we now present to you the graduating students from the Dhanani School of Science and Engineering, class of 2026. May I request President Rizvi to please confer the degrees to the graduating students. May I request the University Registrar to assist. We begin with the students from the Computer Engineering program.
Amina Mukarram. Atika Arshad. Abdullah Amir, Ismat and Mustafa Qassam, HU Top Scholar and winner of the Best Undergraduate Research Achievement Award. Abdullah Khalid, Tawfiq Chinoyan Family HU Top Scholar. Ahmed Abdullah Mujtaba, winner of Best Capstone Design Project. Ayman Asim, winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, we pause with the degree distribution to welcome the Honorable Governor Sindh, Syed Nehal Hashmi, who has just entered the convocation arena. We will now continue with the distribution of the degrees for the students. May I please request all the cameramen to please clear the stage so that we can continue with the disbursement of the degrees for the students. We will now proceed with the degree distribution.
Basal Khwaja, Tawfiq Chinoy and Family HU Top Scholar and winner of the Best Capstone Design Project. Bilawal Barkat Ali, Hilton Pharma Excellent Scholar. Azam Farhan Sheikh. Fatima Binte Ejaz. Ahmad Asif Khan, winner of the Best Capstone Design Project and the Dean's Medal. Hania Kashif. Huzaifa Ahmed Khan, Hilton Pharma, HU Top Scholar. Kainat Zehra, Ismat and Mustafa Qassam, HU Top Scholar. Mia Abdul Wasif. Mubashir Anis, Hilton Pharma, HU Top Scholar. Muhammad Akil Mehdi, Hilton Pharma, HU Top Scholar and winner of the Best Capstone Design Project. Muhammad Mankad Raza, Bank Al Baraka, HU Top Scholar. Muhammad Qudusi Kashaf, Hilton Pharma, HU Top Scholar. Ramin Siddiqui, Burke Corporation, HU Top Scholar. Saif Nazir, Ismat and Mustafa Qassam, HU Top Scholar. Sajal Fatma. Shaf Farooq, Hilton Pharma, Merit Scholar. Sher Ali, Crescent Steel HU Top Scholar and winner of the Best Capstone Design Project. Sayyid Muhammad On Heather, Ismat and Mustafa Qassam, HU Top Scholar. Sayyid Zaki Hussain Rizvi, Ismat and Mustafa Qassam, HU Top Scholar and winner of the Best Capstone Design Project. Sayyida Alishba Zaidi. Sayyida Iman. Umar Habib, Hilton Pharma, HU Top Scholar.
With this, we have concluded the computer engineering students of class of 2026. We will pause in the disbursement of the degrees for the Honorable Governor Syed Nihal Hashmi. The Honorable Governor brings to public life decades of experience in law, public service, and national leadership. Over the course of his political career, he has served in the Senate, where he contributed to national deliberations on matters of governance, legislation, and public policy. His long-standing engagement in public affairs has been guided by a commitment to strengthening democratic institutions and advancing the welfare of the people of Pakistan. May I request the Honorable Governor Syed Nihal Hashmi to address the gathering.
औज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम इक़रा बिस्मि रब्बिकल्लज़ी। अल्लाह ताला सबसे पहले आक़ाए नामदार अहमद मुस्तफ़ा मोहम्मद मुस्तफ़ा सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम को के पास जब पैगाम पहुँचता है अल्लाह का हज़रत जिब्रील अमीन के तवस्सुस से, तो सबसे पहले लफ्ज़ होता है इक़रा, पढ़ो। इक़रा बिस्मि रब्बिकल्लज़ी, अल्लाह के नाम से पढ़ो। मोहतरम जमील अहमद साहब, गवर्नर स्टेट बैंक ऑफ पाकिस्तान, मोहतरम मुदस्सिर शेख साहब, किया मोटर्स, मिस्टर मोहम्मद हबीब साहब चांसलर, मोहम्मद बशीर साहब बोर्ड ऑफ गवर्नर्स, मिस्टर वासिफ अकबर रिजवी साहब प्रेसिडेंट हबीब यूनिवर्सिटी, लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, टीचर्स एंड स्टूडेंट्स एंड पेरेंट्स, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। वालेकुम सलाम का जवाब ही नहीं आया। मैंने अपनी इब्तदाई कलमात सलाम से पहले इक़रा बिस्मि रब्बिकल्लज़ी से शुरू की है, और अगर इसकी आप गहराई में जाएं तो मैं कई सातों तक इस पे बात कर सकता हूँ। एक पब्लिक ऑरेटर हूँ, मगर जब आपके दरमियान एक बहुत ही शानदार यूनिवर्सिटी के तालिब इल्मों के दरमियान स्टेज पे बैठे हुए अपने शोबाए ज़िंदगी के मायनाज लोगों के दरमियान अपने आप को खड़ा पाता हूँ, तो अपने कम आयगी का एहसास होता है। और आपके बहुत अच्छे टीचर्स की तरबियत के बाद जब आपके दरमियान खड़ा पाता हूँ तो मुझे लगता है कि मुझ में अब भी सीखने की बहुत ज़रूरत है। मैं आज के दिन मुबारकबाद पेश करता हूँ उन तमाम नौजवानों, लड़के और लड़कियों को जिन्होंने अपने वालिदैन की ख्वाबों की ताबीर और साथ ही साथ अपने ख्वाबों की ताबीर के लिए एक अनथक जद्दोजहद की, और उस जद्दोजहद में जो सबसे नुमाया किरदार था वो आपके असातिज़ा का है। आपके यूनिवर्सिटी के उन सारे जिम्मेदारान का है, वेदर ही इज़ ए चांसलर और द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ द यूनिवर्सिटी, हूसोएवर। और सबसे बढ़ के एक और आदमी जिसने ख्वाब देखा था आपके लिए, जिसने ख्वाब देखा हबीब यूनिवर्सिटी को तामीर करने के लिए, और जिससे शायद आपको नहीं देखा हो, ज़ाती तौर पे आपको जानते भी ना हो, मगर उनके ख्वाब में कहीं था, someday someone, she or he will come and will learn from this university and will serve this university and this nation. मैं मोहम्मद अली हबीब साहब को इस मौके पे नहीं भूल सकता। मेरी चंद एक मुलाकातें उनसे रही है। बहुत ही नफीस इंसान एंड ए वेरी हार्ड वर्किंग पर्सन। टोयोटा मोटर्स में उनके साथ मुलाकात हुआ, नशिस्त हुई, हमने साथ लंच किया। आई फाउंड हिम वेरी आउटस्टैंडिंग पर्सन। और फिर उनके साथ जो लोग थे जिन्होंने आपके ख्वाबों को ताबीर दी, जो आपके वालिदैन के ख्वाबों को ताबीर देने वाले लोग ये बैठे हैं, इनके लिए तालियां होनी चाहिए। और तालियों में कंजूसी नहीं होनी चाहिए। आवाज तेज है, ताली कमजोर है। लगता है हाथों में ताकत कम हो गया, गले में ज्यादा आ गया है। बहरहाल अल्लाह आपके गले को भी सलामत रखे, आपके हाथों को भी सलामत रखे। और फिर अपने वालिदैन के लिए एक भरपूर ताली होनी चाहिए। ये एक आवाज सब पे भारी है। कैसा महसूस हो रहा है आपको आज इस ग्रेजुएशन डे के ओकेजन पे आकर के? यकीनन बहुत अच्छा लग रहा होगा। जो टीचर्स की आपके साथ मोहब्बत और सख्ती थी, जो असाइनमेंट सही वक्त पे कंप्लीशन करने का दबाव था आप पे, जो गोल अचीवमेंट करने का दबाव था, आज उससे आप रिलीज हो गए। मगर आज आपके गुब्बारों से जो हवा निकली है, अब आपको फिर भरनी पड़ेगी। अब एक नई हवा क्या है? अपनी जद्दोजहद के लिए, अपने मंजिल के तय्युन के लिए। आपको एक अमली जिंदगी में आ रहे हैं। आज से आप एक अनदेखी मंजिल के जानिब आप बढ़ेंगे। Many of you has designed your destiny, but at the moment you don't know what to do, what not to do, where to go and where not to go, going for further study or going for starting business, जिसे आजकल के नौजवान कहते हैं स्टार्टअप करना है। मगर आप जहां भी जाएं, हबीब यूनिवर्सिटी की वो लेगेसी को अपने साथ रखिएगा और हबीब के साथ साथ अपने वालिदैन और अपने मुल्क को भी याद रखिएगा। पीछे मुड़ के बार बार देखते रहना आपका जिम्मेदारी बनती है आपकी। जो लोग पीछे मुड़ के नहीं देखते, फिर उन्हें आगे की मंजिल का तय्युन करना उनके लिए बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है। कराची में और खासकर सिंध, कराची, पाकिस्तान में आप जैसे होनहार नौजवानों की बहुत जरूरत है। आज पाकिस्तान मुसलसल जद्दोजहद कर रहा है। अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह काफी चीजों में हमें कामयाबी मिली। ये मैं मानता हूं कि बहुत सारी चीजों में हमें वो कामयाबी नहीं मिली। कुछ चीजें अधूरी हैं जिसे आपने पूरी करनी है। मुकम्मल तकमील उस वक्त होता है किसी माशरे का जब तमाम जनरेशन पीढ़ी दर पीढ़ी उस मंजिल की तरफ बढ़े। एक पुरअमन माशरा, एक खुशहाल माशरा, एक तालीमी याफ्ता माशरा, एक टॉलरेंस वाला माशरा और एक ऐसा माशरा जहां हम एक दूसरे का ख्याल रखें, जहां हम जेंडर डिस्क्रिमिनेशन ना करें, जहां हम जबान या मसलक के बुनियाद पे एक दूसरे के साथ बुरा रवैया बर्ताव ना करें। पाकिस्तान को वो माशरा चाहिए जो आप फिलफिल करेंगे। ये आपके कांधों पे आज से जिम्मेदारी हो गई है। अब आप सनद याफ्ता हैं तो याद रखिएगा, आप जिस यूनिवर्सिटी से फारिग तहसील हो रहे हैं, मैंने पहले ही कहा कि ये एक बहुत ही शानदार यूनिवर्सिटी है। इवन समवन कैन आई कैन ड्रीम टू हैव ए एडमिशन इन दैट इंस्टीट्यूशन। कि आज के दौर की जो तकाजे हैं, जो टेक्नोलॉजी तेजी से तब्दील हो रहा है, जो मार्केटिंग और मीडिया साइंस में तब्दीली हो रही है, जो फाइनेंस नए रुख अख्तियार कर रहे हैं। हमारे दौर में तो कैश, उसके बाद फिर कार्ड्स आ गए, आज डिजिटल बैंकिंग, आज बिजनेस भी बहुत तेजी से एडवांसमेंट की तरफ जा रहा है। तो आपके तकाजे शायद हम तक नहीं पहुंच सके। यकीनन आपके टीचर्स बड़े काबिल हैं, शताइश के मुस्तहक हैं, जिन्होंने आपको वो इल्म दिया। तो आपको, यू आर द एम्बेसडर ऑफ हबीब यूनिवर्सिटी। आपके हर अमल को, जैसे हम बहुत सारी जगहों पे बात करते हैं सर कि ये लम्स का ग्रेजुएट है, ये आईबीए का ग्रेजुएट है, ये हार्वर्ड का ग्रेजुएट है। एक वक्त आना चाहिए कि जब आप हार्वर्ड का नाम लें, कैम्ब्रिज का नाम लें, ऑक्सफोर्ड का नाम लें, तो दुनिया में लोग हबीब यूनिवर्सिटी का नाम लें। और ये सब मुमकिन तब है जब आप अपने यूनिवर्सिटी के और अपने कौमी जिम्मेदारी को महसूस करें। मैंने जैसे आपको कहा, मेरी 1-2 मिनट और दीजिएगा, प्लीज बेयर मी फॉर फ्यू मिनट्स। जब आप जैसे नौजवानों को मैं देखता हूं, मुझे पता है ऑन माई राइट हैंड पेरेंट्स एंड टीचर्स आर सिटिंग, बट माई लेफ्ट हैंड मेरी जो रुख है मेरा, वो आप ही के जानिब है। मेरे मर्ज का इलाज आप ही के हाथ में है या मेरा शिकार आप हैं आज इस वक्त। ठीक आज से 21 साल बाद पाकिस्तान अपनी 7 साला यौम पैदाइश मना रहा होगा, बर्थडे। और उस वक्त पाकिस्तान के हुक्मरान आप होंगे, यहां पे आप बैठे होंगे, यहां पर भी आप बैठे होंगे, और मैं जहां पे खड़ा हूं यहां पे आप में से कोई खड़ा होगा। आज जितने भी मसाइल हम दरपेश है या हमें चैलेंजेस दरपेश है, उसका हल आपके पास है। और आज से आप प्लानिंग करें। देखिए, स्टेट्स या गवर्नमेंट वो नहीं करती है जो उसके अवाम करते हैं, जो मास्टर करता है, जो एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशंस करते हैं। कि 2047 में पाकिस्तान जब आज अपने 7 साला जश्न मना रहा हो, तो उस वक्त दुनिया के सामने आप ये बता सकते हैं कि जनाब, हमारे बड़ों ने इसलिए इस मुल्क को बनाया था कि हम आज आपके सामने पेश कर सकें, वी आर द वन ऑफ द बेस्ट कंट्री इन द वर्ल्ड। और हमारे इंस्टीट्यूशन को इसलिए तामीर किया गया था, क़याम अमल में आया था कि हम आपका मुकाबला कर सकें और आपको शिकस्त दे सकें। पाकिस्तान कभी गुलाम नहीं था, हिंदुस्तान गुलाम था। हिंदुस्तान, इंडिया और भारत। पाकिस्तान का तो जन्म हुआ था 14 अगस्त 1947 में। कायद आज़म मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना ने भारत के सीने से चीर के निकाला था पाकिस्तान, आपके लिए, आपके लिए। आप अगर भारत में होते तो ये मौके आपको ना मिल रहे होते। शायद आप स्कूल के बाद किसी कॉलेज में ना पहुंच पाते। तो ये विजन और विजडम था बाबा कौम मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना का। और आज अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह बहुत सारी चीजों में हम खुद कफील हैं। बस एक मार्का और है, मार्का हक तो हो गया, जिसमें आप सब फख्र महसूस करते हैं। अभी हालिया दिनों में मैं जब 2 मुल्कों में गया इस पिछले महीने, तो लोगों से जब ये इंटरेक्शन होता था और वो पूछते थे आप कहां से हैं, और मैं जब कहता था मैं पाकिस्तान से हूं, अमेरिका में भी, तो दे स्टार्टेड सैल्यूट, व्हाट ए ब्रेव नेशन। क्या जंग आपने जीती है। एंड क्रेडिट गोज टू पाकिस्तान आर्म फोर्सेस एंड फील्ड मार्शल आसिम मुनीर एंड हिज कंपेनियंस। और फिर जब आज कई नौजवानों को यह फील होता होगा कि पेट्रोल बहुत महंगा हो गया है, महंगाई हो रही है, बिल्कुल हो रही है। महंगाई आपकी हुकूमत की वजह से नहीं है, महंगाई बैनुल अक़वामी सूरत हाल के वजह से है। महंगाई इजराइल के उस जंग के वजह से है। महंगाई इसलिए है कि हम मजलूम के साथ कजा के खड़े हो गए। महंगाई इसलिए है कि गल्फ का जो अपना हुर्मज है उसे बंद कर दिया गया है। मगर आपका प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोहम्मद शहबाज शरीफ साहब कोशिश कर रहे हैं अनथक। और माई प्राइम मिनिस्टर इज द पीस मेकर, माई चीफ आर्मी चीफ इज द पीस कीपर एंड ही इज द पीस मेकर। तो ये चैलेंज आपको हम ये चैलेंज आपको हम छोड़ के जा रहे हैं। ये उधार आपके ऊपर है कि हमने इस मुल्क को दिफाई तौर पे बहुत मजबूत कर दिया है। आपके असातिज़ा ने और हबीब यूनिवर्सिटी के जो लोग रूए रवा हैं, उन्होंने आपके लिए मैदान बना दिया है। अब माशी मार्का आपने लड़ना है। पाकिस्तान को इकोनॉमिकली बहुत स्ट्रेंथ देना है, स्ट्रॉन्ग करना है, और फिर हमेशा के लिए दुनिया के तमाम इदारे, IMF हो या वर्ल्ड बैंक हो, एशिया फाउंडेशन, उनको कहें बाय बाय, टाटा, आप हमसे आके कर्जा लें। हम हबीब यूनिवर्सिटी के ग्रेजुएट हैं। अल्लाह ताला आपके इदारे को और मजबूत करे, आपके अज़म, आपके ख्वाब को पूरा करे। वालिदैन का तो एक ख्वाब होता है, वो यहां बयान नहीं कर सकता हूं। जिस दिन आपकी नौकरी लगी, अम्मा ढूंढना शुरू हो जाएंगी। अम्मा उधर से हंस रही हैं। मैंने गलत बोला तो आप कह दें हाँ या ना। गलत बोला है? नहीं बोला ना गलत? तो बस आप ढूंढना शुरू कर दें। आपके बच्चे चांद सितारे हैं, होनहार हैं। अल्लाह ताला इनका, पाकिस्तान का, हबीब यूनिवर्सिटी का हामी नासिर रहे, सलामत रहे, आबाद रहे। पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद।
Thank you, Honorable Governor. May I please request the Chancellor to present a memento to the Honorable Governor Sindh for sharing his valuable thoughts with us this evening. Thank you, Honorable Governor, and thank you, Chancellor. We will now continue with the disbursement of the degrees. May I request President Rizvi to confer the degrees to our students, class of 2026. We will continue with the Dhanani School of Science and Engineering with the students of Computer Science, class of 2026.
Abdul Rafe, Meghani Family Yosin Scholar. Adina Adnan Mansoor, winner of the Best Kavish Internal Award. Afifa Uzair. Ahmed Khalid. Ehsan Raza, Hilton Pharma Merit Scholar. Ehsan Siddiqui, Hilton Pharma Excellence Scholar. Ehtisham Uddin, Tawfiq Chunoy and Family HU Top Scholar.
May I please request the Governor to also confer some degrees. Governor, Honorable Governor, could you please also be on the stage with us?
Ayman Rizwan. Anna Shakil, Hilton Pharma HU Top Scholar. Aiza Imran, Sohail Tabba, HU Top Scholar. Ali Ehsan, Hilton Pharma Merit Scholar. Ali Raza. Ammar Murtaza. Amna Qureshi. Akib Ahmed Ansari, recipient of Nargis and Shahid Surti Grant. Arsal Tawfiq Jangda. Ashpa Faisal. Ayan Ahmed, recipient of Hilton Pharma Grant. Aisha Iman. Ayub Sani. Aska Nasir, recipient of Nargis and Shahid Surti Grant and winner of Best Kavish Internal Award. Fasil Ali Khan, winner of Best Kavish Industry Award. Bilal Ahmed. Riha Qasim. Danial Shadab. Ishal Khalid, Hilton Pharma HU Top Scholar. Iman Fatma, winner of Best Khidmat Award. Iraj Zahra. Faiz Hasib. Fakiha Faisal, winner of Best Khidmat Award. Fatima Dosa, Ali Mahmood Yosin Scholar. Fatima Faisal, Burke Corporation HU Top Scholar and winner of the Best Kavish Internal Award. Fatima Hassan, Qasim Family Yosin Scholar. Ghulam Mustafa. Ahmad Malik. Hamza Abdullah. Hamza Ansari. Hamza Raza, Nargis and Shahid Surti Excellent Scholar. Hania Sultan. Hiba Shahid. Hira Tanveer. Hussain, Vienna and Zakir Ibrahim HU Top Scholar. Hussain Omar Faruqi, Hilton Pharma Excellent Scholar. Huzaifa Ahmed. Ibrahim Abdul Rahman Rana. Ifra Chishti. Ikhlas Ahmad, winner of Best Research Award. Insia Salim. Irfan Sohail, recipient of Hilton Pharma Grant. Isba Amin Mengal. Jazib Wakas. Jyotesh Kumar. Khaver Mahmood Awan. Kulsoom Asim. Marij Ahmad Imam. Mahnur Aminullah. Mahrukh Yusuf, Hilton Pharma Excellent Scholar and winner of the Best Kavish Internal Award. Myra Khan, Nargis and Shahid Surti Scholarship. Manal Hassan, Vienna and Zakir Ibrahim HU Top Scholar. Manan Mohammad Rangunia. Mariam Zishan. Misam Abbas. Muhammad Arkam Nakuda. Muhammad Farzam Ghari. Moiz Zulfikar, recipient of Hilton Pharma Grant. Muhammad Ahmad Humayun Hanif. Muhammad Anas, Hilton Pharma HU Top Scholar. Can we please pause?
We are going to pause. We thank the Honorable Governor for his presence with us in this event today. Thank you so much, Governor.
Muhammad Ansab Chaudhry. Muhammad Danial Faruqi. Muhammad Hassan Nizami, Perrin Julian and Hila Nadir Dinshaw Yosin Scholar. Muhammad Hassan Tariq. Muhammad Hassan. Muhammad Hayyan Khan, recipient of Hilton Pharma Grant. Muhammad Hunain Abbas Sayyed. Muhammad Ibad, Tawfiq Chinoy and Family HU Top Scholar and winner of the Best Khidmat Award. Muhammad Gibran Sheikh, Hilton Pharma Merit Scholar. Muhammad Mansoor Alam, Hilton Pharma Merit Scholar. Muhammad Muaz Siddiqui, Hilton Pharma Excellence Scholar. Muhammad Mustafa. Muhammad Mustafa Qazi, winner of the Best Research Award. Muhammad Nasir Sajid. Muhammad Qasim Khan. Muhammad Saad, winner of the Best Research Award. Muhammad Shawez Khan. Muhammad Shayan. Muhammad Shayan Wasif. Muhammad Taqi. Muhammad Umair. Muhammad Yaman Bashir. Muniba Badr, recipient of Hilton Pharma Grant. Musab, winner of the Dean's Medal. Naimal Shahid. Naveen Zehra Zaidi. Nehal Naeem. Omar Shafi Saleh. Qurba Mushtaq. Rahim Hashmi, Bank Al Baraka HU Top Scholar and winner of the President's Medal. Ramiz Wasif. Rames Raza, Nargis and Shahid Surti Merit Scholar. Rasib Qazi. Rayan Salim Ahmed, winner of the Best Kavish Industry Award. Rohan Ahmed. Roseanne Zehra Kazalbash, EBM HU Top Scholar. Roshan Khan. Rabab Shah. Sabahat Ullah Sheikh. Sabahat Zahra, EBM HU Top Scholar. Samir Kamani. Tara Baloch. Tara Faisal, Ismat and Mustafa Qassam HU Top Scholar. Sarfaraz Beg. Shifa Shah. Simra Shamim. Sayyid Fahad Nadeem. Sayyid Hamza Ubaidullah Ismail. Sayyid Maazullah Shah. Sayyid Muhammad Wajih Haider. Sayyid Zuhair Abbas Rizvi. Sayyida Sama Danial. Sayyida Vania Hussain, Ismat and Mustafa Qassam HU Top Scholar. Sayyida Yashfin Zera Zaidi, Ismat and Mustafa Qassam HU Top Scholar. Taha Hunaid Ali, Hilton Pharma HU Top Scholar. Taha Javed Munshi. Taha Munawwar, winner of Best Kavish Industry Award. Turab Hussain Usmani, winner of Best Kavish Industry Award. Umar Kashif Thanvi. Zain Hatim. Dia Ali Ahmad. Zohaib Aslam.
That completes the students of Computer Science class of 2026. Now we move to the students of Electrical Engineering class of 2026. Mohammad Ehsan. Mohammad Bilal Qureshi. Misha, Ismat and Mustafa Qassam HU Top Scholar. Nahyan Javed Ijaz Akhtar, Hilton Pharma Merit Scholar. Rizwan Kareem, EBM HU Top Scholar. Shamir Mustafa Chaudhry, winner of the Best Undergraduate Research Achievement Award. Sayyid Ali Nisar Shah. Sayyid Mesim Abbas Zaidi, Ismat and Mustafa Qassam HU Top Scholar. Sayyid Muhammad Ghufran Alvi, winner of the Best Capstone Design Project. Sayyid Shahir Abbas Rizvi, winner of the Best Capstone Design Project and the Dean's Medal. Zaid bin Khalid. We will now continue with the degrees for School of Humanities and Social Arts, Humanities and Social Sciences, starting with Comparative Humanities. Akasha Sohail. Aliza Khurram Khan. Fariba Ansari. Fiza Ali Jafri. Maham Bakir, winner of the Best Capstone Award. Mohammad Umar Sohail, recipient of Hilton Pharma Grant. Naima Ahmed Ali, Hilton Pharma Excellence Scholar and winner of the Best Thesis Award and the Dean's Medal. Sara Khan, Hilton Pharma Merit Scholar. Sayyada Neel Kawal. That completes the students of Comparative Humanities class of 2026. Now we move on to the students of Communication and Design class of 2026. Ali Ehsab, Hilton Pharma Merit Scholar. Ali Murtaza, Hilton Pharma Merit Scholar. Aliza Khan. Alisa Bernice Lazarus. Amna Shahid, winner of the Best Narrative Award. Arina Khurram. Arisha Ali Naqvi, Ismat and Mustafa Qassam HU Top Scholar and winner of the Best Research Award. Aisha Khan, Hilton Pharma Excellence Scholar. Aziz Narsi. Batul Mustafa, Ismat and Mustafa Qassam HU Top Scholar and winner of the Dean's Medal. Isha Faisal, winner of the Best Interdisciplinarity Award. Farhan Mahmood. Fatima Tahir. Fiza Fatma, Ismat and Mustafa Kassam, HU Top Scholar and winner of the Best Project Award. Hafsa Shams, recipient of Hilton Pharma Grant. Haya Ayaz, Ismat and Mustafa Kassam Excellence Scholar. Hamza Irfan. Hasnan Mohsin, Hilton Pharma Merit Scholar. Heba Ahmed, Bank Al Baraka HU Top Scholar. Heba Ahmed, Abdullah Foundation HU Top Scholar. Khadija Minhal, recipient of Hilton Pharma Grant. Hoor Zubair, winner of the Best Project Award. Maham Khan. Manur Mubashir Ahmed. Maryam Khatri. Megha Sachdev. Mehek Mahar. Mohammad Mustafa. Mustafa Jamal Zafar. Natasha Sayed. Umar Intisar. Raiha Ali, Nargis and Shahid Surti Merit Scholar. Ramsha Danish. Rida Khan, recipient of Hilton Pharma Grant. Rida Rashid Khatri. Samra Mustafa. Sara Iqbal. Sarim Ali Abbasi. Sherzad Mirza Chughtai. Soap Saeed Rid, Hilton Pharma Excellence Scholar. Syed Ahad Arif. Sayyid Hamza Ali Haider. Sayyid Muhammad Yusuf. Sayyid Sajad Raza Mehdi. Sayyida Amna Hassan. Tania Khan. Sara Hussain. Zehra Haider. That completes the Students of Communication and Design class of 2026. Now we move on to the Students of Social Development and Policy class of 2026. Aleen Hussain. Amna Ahmed. Abdul Muiz Sheikh, Hilton Pharma Merit Scholar. Aisha Abdul Qadir, recipient of Hilton Pharma Grant. Alina Inayatullah. Alina Rahman, recipient of Hilton Pharma Grant. Alishba Akmal. Ariba, Nargis and Shahid Surti, HU Top Scholar. Aisha Ayman. Aisha Khurram. Iman Malik Imam. Isha Imtiaz, Ismat and Mustafa Qassam, HU Top Scholar. Fatma Sami. Ghaus Ahmed Usmani, recipient of Hilton Pharma Grant. Fauzia Salahuddin Ahmed. Hamda Basit. Hana Rehan Khan, recipient of Hilton Pharma Grant. Haya Akhtar, recipient of Hilton Pharma Grant. Janita Baloch, Hilton Pharma Excellence Scholar, winner of the Best Thesis Award and the Dean's Medal. Laiba Binte Khurram, recipient of Hilton Pharma Grant. Lareb Ayman. Madiha Kasmi, Tawfiq Chinoy and Family HU Top Scholar. Maha Javed Ahmed, recipient of Hilton Pharma Grant. Manur Jamil. Mahrukh Usmani. Manal Fawad. Mehek Hassan. Mehlab Kashani, Hilton Pharma Merit Scholar and winner of the Best Capstone Award. Mohammad Umar Chaudhry, Hilton Pharma Excellence Scholar. Mohammad Khuzaima Nizami, Hilton Pharma Excellence Scholar. Naba Imran, Hilton Pharma HU Top Scholar. Najam Sahar, Hilton Pharma HU Top Scholar. Nashra Asad Suri, Nargis and Shahid Surti Excellence Scholar. Qaid Jauhar Mustafa. Ramin Javed. Riva Khan, Tawfiq Chinoy and Family HU Top Scholar. Sabah Nisar Sumro, Nargis and Shahid Surti Merit Scholar. Safa Sajad. Shraddha. Shihab Aslam, Hilton Pharma Merit Scholar. Soha Qadir. Sumaya Zubairi. Sayyida Fiza Jafri. Sayyida Tayyiba Haider. Ureb Aftab. Zehra Tijani. Zubia. Sunera Rashid, recipient of Hilton Pharma Grant.
Thank you, President Rizvi and Dr. Magda. It is now my pleasure to introduce a distinguished leader whose work has been central to the stewardship of Pakistan's economy and financial system, the Governor of the State Bank of Pakistan, Mr. Jameel Ahmed. Mr. Ahmed brings more than 3 decades of experience in central banking and public service. Over the course of his distinguished career, he has held a number of senior leadership positions at the State Bank of Pakistan. playing a pivotal role in strengthening Pakistan's financial sector and promoting economic stability during a period of significant global and domestic challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Governor of the State Bank of Pakistan, Mr. Jameel Ahmed.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Muhammad H. Habib Sahib, Chancellor, Habib University, members of Habib family, President, Habib University, Mr. Wasif Rizvi, Chairman of the Board of Governors, Mr. Muhammad Bashir, distinguished faculty members, proud parents, members of the graduating class of 2026, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening. I would like to begin by thanking the Habib University for inviting me to join you today on one of the most important days in the lives of the graduating students and their families. A convocation is more than a celebration of academic achievements. It is a recognition of perseverance and the countless sacrifices made by the students, parents, teachers, and mentors along the way. Most importantly, it marks the beginning of a new chapter, one in which the knowledge and skills you have acquired are put to use in service of society. You are graduating at the time marked by extraordinary uncertainty and disruption, but also by unprecedented opportunities for those who are prepared to adapt, learn, and lead. Over the past few years, the world has experienced a succession of extraordinary events. We all remember the COVID-19 pandemic and the profound disruptions it brought to our lives. As the world emerged from the crisis, it confronted new challenges. Geopolitical tensions, growing protectionism, supply chain disruptions, and increasingly frequent climate-related disasters. Even today, ongoing conflict in different parts of the world continue to have significant economic and social consequences that extend far beyond national borders. Pakistan was no exception. Faced with severe economic pressures, we were required to take difficult but necessary decisions to restore stability. In hindsight, our policy responses have worked well to strengthen the resilience of the economy and enhanced our ability to withstand external shocks. Were these decisions popular at the time? Certainly not. They attracted criticism from many quarters, yet effective leadership often requires making decisions that are necessary rather than popular. We remained guided by evidence, data, and a long-term commitment to restoring macroeconomic stability and laying the foundations for sustainable and inclusive growth. In doing so, we relied on many of the same skills that Habib University has sought to cultivate in you. The ability to think critically, to analyze data and evaluate information from multiple sources, to question assumptions, and to understand what evidence is saying before arriving at conclusions. As you leave university and enter professional life, these capabilities will become even more valuable. You are entering the workforce at a time when technological change is transforming the global economy at a pace rarely seen before. Artificial intelligence is no longer a future possibility. It is already reshaping industries, professions, and the nature of work itself.
Tasks that once required years of specialized training can now be performed with remarkable speed and efficiency by intelligent systems. At the State Bank of Pakistan, we are already harnessing artificial intelligence and machine learning to enhance our analysis of economic activity, including agriculture and industry. We are using digital technologies to expand access to formal financial services and promote greater financial inclusion. Through our strategic plan and research agenda, we are strengthening our commitment to evidence-based policy-making and research-driven solutions that support price stability, financial stability, and sustainable economic growth. We are equally committed to building a more inclusive and dynamic workplace, and I encourage all of you to consider joining us as you begin your professional journeys. As graduates of Habib University, you possess qualities that technology cannot easily replicate: critical thinking, ethical reasoning, empathy, the ability to interpret not only what is being said, but also what is left unsaid, the capacity to connect knowledge across disciplines and to approach complex problems with both critical analysis, rigor, and human understanding. In many ways, these qualities reflect the Habib University's commitment to Yosin. They encourage you to see the world not only as it is, but as it could be: more just, more compassionate, and more prosperous. They challenge you to pursue excellence not merely for personal advancement, but for the betterment of society as a whole. As you embark on the new chapter of your lives, I encourage you to remain curious, remain humble, and remain committed to serving something larger than yourselves. The challenge before us are significant, but so too are the opportunities. Pakistan needs talented, principled, and courageous individuals who are willing to help shape a better future. I have full confidence that many of those individuals are sitting before me today. With that, I once again congratulate the graduating class of 2026 and their families on this remarkable achievement. I thank Habib University for the honor to addressing you today, and I wish each of you success, fulfillment, and purpose in the years ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I please request the Chancellor to present a memento to the Governor, State Bank of Pakistan.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Chancellor, and thank you, President Wasif Rizvi. Please join me in welcoming the Chairman of the Board of Governors of Habib University, Mr. Mohammad Bashir, as a distinguished entrepreneur and business leader who brings decades of leadership experience in commerce and industry and has held prominent international roles in the global textile sector. A committed supporter of Habib University since its early days, he has been closely associated with its growth and mission. He's also a recipient of national and international honors, including the Sitara Imtiaz, France's National Order of Merit, and Sweden's Order of the Northern Star. May I request the Chairman Board of Governors to please address the gathering.
Thank you very much. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Governor of State Bank of Pakistan, Mr. Jameel Ahmed, Chancellor, Mr. Muhammad Habib, Commencement Speaker, Mr. Sheikha, Wasif Rizvi, President, distinguished faculty, honored guests, parents, families, and members of the class 2026. Assalamu alaikum. Today is a very special day for the graduates, their families, and the entire Habib University community. It is also a meaningful moment in the university's journey. This is our first convocation without our founding chairman and chancellor, Mr. Rafiq M. Habib. His vision, leadership, and deep belief in the power of education helped build Habib University into the institution it is today. We remember him with gratitude and respect. For me, it's a great honor to take on this role. Our families have shared a close relationship for many years, and I had the privilege of knowing Rafiq Saab very personally for a very long time. While no one can replace him, I am committed to carrying forward the vision he worked so hard and built, and to supporting the continued growth of the university. I'm speaking to you graduates, representing the university as the chair of the board, and also the larger community of Karachi, at this moment when you are part of the most promising institution being created in Pakistan's history. Your success will continue to contribute to the success and the strengthening of this institution. Graduates, today you join a growing community of Habib alumni who are making a difference in Pakistan and beyond. You leave with more than a degree. You leave with the ability to think clearly, to keep learning, and to face challenges with curiosity and purpose. The world needs people who bring knowledge, honesty, and care to what they do, and I'm confident you will do exactly that. On behalf of the governors, I congratulate each one of you. We are proud of your accomplishments and excited to see what you will achieve in the years ahead. May Allah bless you and grant you success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mohammad Bashir, for your inspiring remarks. I would now like to request Dr. Shahid Sheikh, Interim Vice President, Academic Affairs, to please announce the nominees and the recipient of the Chancellor's Yosin Medal.
Honorable Governor, State Bank of Pakistan, Jameel Ahmed Sahib, Chancellor Muhammad H. Habib Sahib, members of the board, President Wasif Rizvi, Commencement Speaker Mr. Mudassir Sheikha, esteemed faculty, guests, proud parents, and class of 2026. Once again, Assalamu alaikum and adab. Congratulations to the class of 2026 for getting their degrees. The Chancellor's Yosin Medal is the highest honor that Habib University bestows on a well-rounded graduating student who has not only excelled academically, but has also made significant contributions to service and other metacurricular activities consistent with the university's mission. The recipient must embody the philosophy of Yosin through thoughtful cultivation in Habib's 5 aspirational values. Strive for excellence, do what is beautiful, nurture passion, respect all others, and serve the community. This year, 13 students were nominated and submitted their dossiers for this medal. A 7-member committee comprising of administrators, faculty members, student affairs staff, and a student representative pored over the dossiers of these 13 dedicated candidates to shortlist the top 3 candidates. I now announce the top 3 candidates in the alphabetical order of their first names. The first candidate is Janita Baloch. Janita is a social development and policy major who was supported by the Hilton Pharma Excellent Scholarship. She appeared 5 times on the Dean's list and twice on the President's list. Her undergraduate thesis examined early childhood care and education policy implementation in Sindh through more than 35 stakeholder interviews and classroom observations, a work of exceptional policy maturity. Beyond campus, she led the Civic Clubs initiative across more than 80 public schools in Karachi, engaging over 2,000 students in civic and community learning. As chair of Rights, Advocacy and Ethos Committee in the student government, she co-drafted Habib University's first student government constitution and Student Bill of Rights. She heads into a career in education policy and public service reforms as a model of learning placed firmly in the service of society. The second nominee is Mohammad Saad. A computer science major who was supported by a 100% Yosin scholarship and completed a minor in mathematics. Saad also appeared 5 times on the Dean's list and twice on the President's list. Selected for Google Summer of Code under Google DeepMind, the first and only Pakistani in his cohort. He contributed to the AI frameworks LangChain and Llama Index. He also published research on AI safety, depression detection, and food hazard mitigation, and led Pakistan's top international collegiate programming competition team to gold, silver, and bronze medals at regional contests and the Asia West finals. His final year project, TurboDiff, won first place among 800 plus global submissions at the DeepMind Nano Banana Hackathon and earned a global runner-up finish at Invent for the Planet in France. As campus lead of the Google Developers Group and a teaching assistant for deep learning and data structures and algorithms, he paired technical brilliance with genuine mentorship, guiding students across Pakistan into open source and AI careers. The third and final nominee is Naba Imran. Another social development policy major who has completed a bioscience minor. Naba was supported by the Hilton Pharma HU Tops Scholarship. She appeared 3 times on the Dean's list. Naba Imran has turned academic inquiry into measurable public health impact across some of the Pakistan's most under-resourced communities. A Stanford Summer Honors Program alumna, Nawa Imran conducted fieldwork across rural Sindh, contributing to more than 700 malnutrition screenings and more than 600 treatment enrollments, with her thesis directly informing Shine Humanities Family Planning programs. As Secretary General of Surf Club, she forged partnerships with the Mayor Karachi office, Shaukat Khanam, and Pink Ribbon Pakistan, and facilitated a formal MOU between Habib University and Shine Humanity. Congratulations to all three candidates. Each one of them has the credentials deserving of a Yosin Medal. May I now request Chancellor Muhammad H. Habib Sahib and President Rizvi to please come forward to award the Yosin Medal. And now, yeah. So by the way, President Wasif Rizvi is the only one here who knows who the winner is, because the name has been sealed in this envelope which has been handed to me just now. And the recipient of the Chancellor's Yosin Medal for this year is Janita Baloch. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Janita. May I now please request the Chancellor to share his thoughts with us.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Governor of State Bank of Pakistan, Mr. Jameel Ahmad, our commencement speaker, Mr. Mudassir Sheikha, board members and chairman of the Habib University, President Wasif Rizvi, distinguished faculty, honored guests, parents and families, and above all, the graduating class of 2026. Congratulations. Assalamu alaikum. By the grace of Allah, it's a great privilege to stand before you today at this important moment in the lives of our graduates and in the continuing journey of Habib University. I assume the responsibility of Chancellor with humility and deep respect for those who came before me. It is both an honor and a profound responsibility to follow in the footsteps of my uncle, Mr. Rafiq Habib, whose vision gave birth to this remarkable institution. Mr. Rafiq Habib did not simply imagine a university, he transformed a dream into reality and helped build one of Pakistan's most respected institutions of higher learning. He leaves behind an extraordinary legacy of leadership, purpose, and service. I can only hope to carry forward his work with the same sincerity, dedication, and commitment to excellence. As a member of the Habib family, I reaffirm today our unwavering commitment to the Habib University and to the mission that inspired its creation. To our parents and families, I offer my heartfelt gratitude. Your children's success has come at a cost that often goes unseen. It is built upon years of sacrifice, patience, encouragement, and unwavering support. This achievement belongs as much to you as it does to the graduating class. To our faculty, thank you for your dedication to shaping these young minds. Beyond imparting knowledge, you have taught your students how to think critically, question thoughtfully, engage deeply in the world around them. In doing so, you have helped develop not only graduates, but responsible citizens and future leaders. To our supporters, the Mohsinin and donors, your belief in Habib University has enabled talented students from all backgrounds to access a transformative education. Financial accessibility is not merely an inspiration for this institution. It is fundamental to our identity. Your generosity ensures that talent, rather than circumstance, determines opportunity. And now to our graduates. It is our tradition that before you leave this campus, you indulge us by listening to a few words, and I hope will serve as reminders throughout your journey ahead. First, a word about Pakistan. I left Pakistan when I was 16 years old. Yet with the passage of time, my love for this country has only deepened, and never lost touch with Pakistan, nor with the family and friends who remained here. My interest in the nation's progress and my desire to contribute to its well-being have only grown stronger over the years. What I have witnessed over the past few years gives me reason for optimism. Pakistan's standing in the world is improving. Confidence is returning, and new opportunities are emerging. While challenges undoubtedly remain, so too does immense potential. As you embark on your next chapter of your lives, I encourage you to keep Pakistan at the center of your thinking. Wherever your ambitions take you, remain invested in this country. Its future will be shaped by people like you, inshallah. Second, cherish the diversity you have experienced at Habib University. We have worked hard to build a community that is increasingly rare in today's world. One where individuals from different backgrounds, experiences, cultures, and perspectives learn from one another with mutual respect and understanding. This experience will serve you well, both as citizens and as leaders. In a world that often seems divided, the ability to engage thoughtfully across differences is an invaluable strength. Third, never underestimate the value of human connection. The relationships you have built here may become among the most important assets of your life. Stay connected with your fellow students, your faculty, your mentors, and the many people you will encounter throughout your personal and professional journeys. Success is rarely achieved alone. It is often built through trust, collaboration, friendship, and shared purpose. And finally, remember that you represent more than yourselves. You represent your families whose sacrifices brought you to this day. You represent Habib University and the values it stands for. The reputation of this institution is strengthened every day by the character, conduct, and achievements of its graduates. And you represent Pakistan. Whether at home or abroad, your actions will reflect upon the image and reputation of our country. Above all, continue to practice the value of yosan. Let them guide your decisions, shape your relationships, and inform your contributions to society. These values will serve you well throughout your lives, inshallah. Graduates, today you leave Habib University with a degree in your hands, but more importantly, with a responsibility in your hearts. May you pursue excellence with humility, lead with integrity, serve with compassion, and always strive to leave the world better than you found it. Congratulations, class of 2026. We are immensely proud of you, and we wish you wisdom, courage, and purpose in all that lies ahead. Thank you, and may Allah bless you all.
Thank you so much, Chancellor.
The Habib anthem is representative of the aspirations of the students of the university. The anthem was written by Inamullah Nadeem, Assistant Professor of Practice, Comparative Humanities, and is performed by the Habib University Choir.
क्या चांद क्या सितारे इनसे भी मोतबर हैं क्या चांद क्या सितारे इनसे भी मोतबर हैं हम इल्म के मुसाफिर हम इल्म के मुसाफिर हम इल्म का शजर हैं क्या चांद क्या सितारे इनसे भी मोतबर हैं मैदान इल्म फन में पाएंगे कामयाबी मैदान इल्म फन में पाएंगे कामयाबी हो जाएंगे हमारे दिन रात महताबी हो जाएंगे हमारे दिन रात महताबी ठहरेगी जिस पे दुनिया हम ऐसी राह गुजर हैं हम इल्म के मुसाफिर हम इल्म का शजर हैं क्या चांद क्या सितारे इनसे भी मतलब नहीं हो जिससे वो राह छोड़ देंगे, मतलब नहीं हो जिससे वो राह छोड़ देंगे। रुख वक्त की हवा का हम खुद ही मोड़ देंगे, हम नूरे आगही हैं, हम नग़्माए सहर हैं। हम इल्म के मुसाफिर, हम इल्म का शजर हैं। क्या चांद क्या सितारे इनसे भी मोतबर हैं। एहसान हुस्न हसन दस्तूर है हमारा, मंजिल से काफिला भी कब दूर है हमारा। के साए में हम आमादाए सफर हैं, हम इल्म के मुसाफिर, हम इल्म का शजर हैं। क्या चांद क्या सितारे इनसे भी मोतबर हैं। क्या चांद क्या सितारे इनसे भी मोतबर हैं।
May I request the Chancellor to declare the convocation closed?
I declare the 2026 Habib University Convocation closed. Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations to the class of 2026. We request the students to kindly not toss their hats as a mark of respect for the knowledge they have gained at Habib University. Ladies and gentlemen, the academic procession will now depart. May I please request you to stay seated until the entire academic procession has left the convocation arena.